In this video, we'll review how to create and manage inventory projects. This video is intended for web checkout administrators with the Manage Inventory Projects capability. To review performing an inventory, please see our How to Perform an Inventory video. The Physical Inventory feature allows administrators to manage and create inventory projects. This video will demonstrate how to create an inventory project, track progress on an inventory project, and close an inventory project. Please note, the Manage Inventory Projects capability is required to perform these tasks. Let's get started by creating a new inventory project. To begin, open the Physical Inventory application from Web Checkout. You may be prompted to log in again. Once logged in, click the plus icon on the top right-hand side of the screen. This will load the New Project screen and prompt the selection of project properties. Let's review each of these properties. Name. This field is required. Include the project name as you would like it displayed here. Description. Include a description of the inventory project. Start date. Set the anticipated start date of the project. End date. Set anticipated end date of the project. Allow manual inventory. This property enables or limits an operator's ability to manually inventory a resource. A manual inventory allows the operator to select an inventory button instead of scanning a barcode or entering in a resource ID. This property has three options: no barcode, always, and never. No barcode allows the operator to manually inventory a resource only if it is not assigned a barcode. Always will always allow the operator to manually inventory a resource. Never will never allow the operator to manually inventory a resource. Require inventory location. If selected, the operator is required to choose the home location before inventorying resources. This is to ensure that the operator is in the physical location the resource is located. Allow home location updates. Selecting this option will allow operators to update the home location of a resource while performing an inventory. Allow unexpected resources. If selected, the operator can take inventory of resources not originally included in the scope of the project. Include inventory instructions. Selecting this option will open a text box to include inventory instructions for your operators to read before they perform the inventory. Once properties are selected, select Create Project. The new Inventory Selector modal will now load. Selectors define which resources are included in the inventory project. Let's review each of these selectors. Resource class. Specify what category of resources are included in the project. There are four options: all resources, equipment, media, and physical locations. All resources includes all resource categories. Equipment only includes equipment resources. Media only includes media resources. Physical location only includes location resources. Include kit components. Selecting this option will include all components in a kit or container, and all items of a kit must be inventoried. If this option is not selected, only container resources will be added to the project. Checkout Center. Enter the name of a checkout center to limit which resources are added to the inventory project. If no checkout center is specified, Resources at all checkout centers under the organization will be added to the project. Home location. If limiting the inventory scope to only resources assigned to a specific home location, enter the resource ID of the home location. Resource type. If limiting the inventory scope to only resources assigned to a specific resource type, enter the name of the resource type. Online. This selector has three options: Any, Online, and Offline. Any will add both online and offline resources. Selecting online or offline will limit the inventory to resources with that status only. Circulating. This selector has three options: Any, Circulating, and Non-Circulating. Any will add both circulating and non-circulating resources. Selecting circulating or non-circulating will limit the project to resources with that circulation status at the time inventory is being taken. Latest inventory. Add a date to only include resources which have not been inventoried since that date. Resources that have been inventoried since the selected date will be excluded from the project. Minimum value. Add a minimum value to include only resources that have the same or greater value than the minimum value entered. Resource. Include a resource ID to limit the inventory project to that resource and its components. This option is intended to be used with the Include Kit Component selector and for those with a kit that have many components which could require its own inventory project. Once selectors have been added, select Add Selector. Projects can have multiple selectors to add more resources to the project. To add another selector, click the plus icon. To edit selectors, click the pencil icon. To delete selectors, click the trash can icon. Select the back button to navigate back to the Inventory Project home screen. When ready for operators to perform the inventory, open the Inventory Project. Opening an inventory project allows operators with the Inventory Resources capability to work on this project. Please note, once an inventory is opened, selectors cannot be updated. Properties can only be edited if the project is closed. Now that we have created and opened our project, let's review how to track work on inventory projects. Let's begin in the Inventory Projects home screen. All inventory projects are visible from the home screen. The options at the top of the screen filter and sort inventory projects visible on the home screen. The calendar icon will sort inventory projects by scheduled start date if included, or open date. The alphabet icon will sort inventory projects alphabetically by project name. The gray, blue, and red icons allows you to filter visible projects by status. The gray icon displays inactive projects. Inactive projects are new projects that have not yet been opened. These projects cannot be worked on by operators. The blue icon displays open projects. The red icon displays closed projects. Closed projects were once opened but were marked as closed by a manager. Closed projects cannot be worked on by operators. Each inventory project displays the number of resources included in the project. The number of inventoried resources will appear in green. The number of uninventoried resources will appear in red. Click the project, then select Perform to view inventoried and uninventoried resources and view messages. Please note, an inventory project must be opened in order to select Perform. Once in the Perform screen of the project, select the checkmark icon to view resources that have been inventoried. Select the X icon to view uninventoried resources. Select the Notes icon to view inventory notes. Inventory notes can be created by all operators working on the project. Managers can view all notes created by all operators. Click on the note to expand and view all note details. Once viewed, select Mark as Read to send the note to the read queue. Inventory information can also be found in the Inventory tab of the Resource Details screen, or by using the Physical Inventory History report in Web Checkout. Finally, let's review how to close the inventory project. Once the inventory project is complete or has met its due date, close the project to prevent operators from working on it. Closing an inventory project will retain all data, but prevent operators with the inventory resources capability from working on the project further. To close the project, select the inventory project on the home screen, then select Close. Thank you for watching, and for more information about inventory projects, click the link in the description to view our documentation.